Breaking news: Nigeria Labour Congress leaders Shun meeting with Labour Minister insists on nationwide strike. Hello my country people, welcome back to the news. If you're just joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The national leadership of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has shunned the last-minute reconciliatory meeting convened by the Minister of Labour and Employment, Simon Lalong, to avert the two-day warning strike already declared by the labour union. Only the leadership of the Trade Union Congress, led by its president Festus Osifo, showed up for the meeting, slated for 3 p.m. but which started exactly at 5:32 p.m. On Friday. The NLC, in a communique jointly signed by its national president, Joe Ajuru, and secretary, Emmanuel Ogbaja, said it decided to embark on a two-day warning strike following what was described as the failure of Tinubu-led federal government to dialogue and engage stakeholders within the organized labor on efforts to cushion the effect of the fuel subsidy removal on premium motor spirits, popularly known as petrol, on the poor masses. Already, the organized labor in August, they staged a one-day protest, which grounded activities in major cities across the country. While listing other reasons why it would mobilize its members for the nationwide shutdown, the NLC accused the police of laying siege at the national headquarters of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, alleged exploitation of the rights of workers in Imo State, interference in trade union matters by the Abia State government, and proposed demolition by the new Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, among others. So my country people, it is going to be a long ride with the NLC and the federal government. Yes, so my country people, it is really going to be a long ride. And the federal government, they are not complying at all. They are not complying. And according to the NLC, the federal government, they are not serious. They are not serious. So my country people, the NLC, they've initiated a two-day warning strike, starting on Tuesday, starting on September 5th. Now, the strike is a demonstration of their discontent with the federal government, with the federal government's handling of issues stemming from the core issue of the removal of fuel subsidy, according to reports. Now, the declaration was made by the NLC president, Joe Ajuru, on Friday during a press conference held at the Labour House in Abuja. He addressed the resolutions put forth during the NLC National Executive Council Committee meeting held the day before. Earlier in August, the Labour Center had organized a nationwide demonstration to protest what it perceived as anti-poor measures implemented by the Bola Tinubu administration, impacting the lives of Nigerians. Now, President Bola Tinubu on May 29th ended the controversial fuel subsidy regime, which led to the overall 20%, 200%, I beg your pardon, 200% increase in the price of petrol, of petroleum motor spirit fuel across the country. This move also led to a 97.8 increase in the cost of, interstate transport, according to the National Bureau of Statistics. The president had recently set up committees to roll out palliatives and announced a stall of initiatives, which include purchasing of CNG vehicles, about 75 billion naira single digit interest loans to manufacturers and MSMEs allocation of 5 billion naira to states and distribution of grains across the 36 states. These are the plans of the federal government. These are the plans of the federal government. But till date, they are yet to implement these. Even the committee, they are not handling what, the issue they were set up for. So the NLC, they are backing furiously over this issue. They are not happy. And they said, well, if the needs of the masses are not met, the workers, they would have to go on another strike. Since the word strike is only what the federal government hears. And I know that with this, declaration, the federal government would come running to the NLC for them to have a dialogue, for them to have some negotiations, and then who knows what will happen next. So my country people, if the NLC stick to their words, it will be a welcome development. Let this strike hold for once. The strike, if the strike will hold, then we would know that the NLC is still functioning. They should keep their words, oh. They should keep their words. Well, it is better. The Labour leader is afraid of this government because he had planned to go for a strike for 3 times, which did not materialize at all. I doubt tomorrow's, protest and strike will take effect. We call on the Almighty God to intervene in Nigeria because our leaders are not trustworthy at all. Well, we blame all the past presidents and those that came into power before Tinubu, that they failed woefully. And Tinubu has been disappointing Nigerians gradually because we cannot withstand the hardship. Now, wow. He just dey play. This man wants more money. You will see now by Wednesday morning, he will announce that there is no strike again. Watch and see. Okay, Nigeria, my country. Labour, we are waiting for the action that we need. Oh, they are just playing a script. Meanwhile, the people are watching. It's better to solve this the easier way than strike. Remember, even you, the NLC president, is there Nigerians who still talk about going on strike? Okay, I didn't quite catch this. But then, my country people, these are some reactions from Nigerians. So, my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.